everyone, and welcome to Telmas Podcast. How have you been, everyone? I've been great. Definitely enjoying my Easter. Now, back to doing my lives, and I've missed you guys so much. So, today I am going to be live with a young author called 𝐬𝐨𝐜𝐿. Okay, she's already live. Okay, let's see. Only age 11, she has written 4 books already. Wow. Let me see. Okay. Oh, hi. I can't see you. Oh, that's better. Hi, Sarah. Oh, you're gone again. Okay, does it work? All good? Hi, Dad. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi.
We're good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Welcome to Telmas Podcast. It's just such a pleasure to have you. So, we're going to start. So, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
So, I am 𝐬𝐨𝐜𝐿, the author of now 4 books. My previous 3, The Friendship Club, Lindsay and the Blue Fox, and my coloring book. And now my new book, 𝐬𝐿 and the Lost Key.
Wow. I mean, I don't know where to start with you because you're only age 11. So first of all, where are you from originally? Hello? Sarah, are you here? Okay. This thing happens sometimes. Sorry about this, everyone. I'm sorry about this. Sometimes that happens. Everything okay?
Okay,
Oh,
yes.
lovely.
So, the question.
Yeah, let me ask you again. Where are you from originally?
Originally, I am from both South Africa and Ghana,
Lovely.
which is in East and South Africa.
That's fantastic. Have you traveled to those countries?
Yeah.
So you've been to
Pardon?
South Africa and you've been to Ghana already?
Yes, I went to Ghana last year, and the last time I went to South Africa was before COVID.
And this background, does that inspire you for your stories? So being Ghanaian, South African, do you use that for your stories?
Oh yes, I did. Even like 𝐬𝐿 and the Lost Key is based and set in Ghana, like sort of dating back from my adventures in Ghana from last year.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah, it does.
That's fantastic. So when did you started to write? When did your journey as an author started?
When I was 7 years old.
So
Yes, my journey started when I was 7 years old in year 2, and I loved reading, especially through like COVID and lockdown. So whenever I was reading, but I didn't really see people who looked like me in the books. So I decided to put my face in and my culture into my own books and like set inspiring stories in them as well.
That's fantastic. So you started to write since you were 7 years old. Wow.
But I didn't show them or like publish them, and they didn't come out until I was like 9 to 10, turning 10.
Okay. So when you decided to write, did your parents help you in the process, or they were like, oh, you know what, just short stories? How did that all start, this publishing?
So when I was 7, when I was around 9, like just turning 9, I showed my parents what I've been working on for the past like 2 years. 1 to 2 years, and then I showed them, and then they asked me why didn't you show me why didn't I show them earlier? I said I wanted to prepare, so I didn't come not prepared already. So and also another reason why I wrote my book is because like I wanted to also support, like raise money to support charities, because also when I showed them the year before, I like every Christmas we would save money, and then every Christmas we would save money, and then we would donate it to a charity or make little packs with food and supplies for the homeless, and I would do that all the time, and it was really nice. That's how I came up with it.
That's fantastic. So most of your proceeds from the sales of your book, you go to charity. Which charity exactly?
So actually all of the proceeds go to a charity, and it's not just one charity, it's mainly two, which is the Wednesday Club, aka our West Croydon Methodist Church, and Centrepoint, which both support the vulnerable and homeless in society. But I don't just do charities, but because I'm also a philanthropist, I also do different projects. Like recently, and we're nearly done. We are doing a library project in Ghana, which is nearly finished, like I said. And I saw the video, and it was really nice seeing how much. From when I first went to see it, it was a bit dusty, and then now it's fully transformed. Not fully. It's still the books are on their way, but it was compared to the last year when I was in Ghana, it's really good. And the thing is, it took less than a year to nearly complete. But we didn't just do one library. We also did like an e-library, which is completely finished. The e-library is finished. We just need to send the actual library books in, and I really enjoyed doing this project.
That's fantastic. I mean, you're only 11 years old and you have a maturity of an adult. Are you in year 7 or you're in year 6?
I'm in year 7.
In year 7. Wow, fantastic. My daughter's in year 7 and she's 11 like you. And I remember I look across your story and I went to your website and everything. And when I contacted you, you already replied to me. I mean, this is fantastic. I feel like you're everybody's daughter, the way you are, so beyond your age. And what does your classmates say about you? What do they say?
Uh, they they really are inspired because I don't, especially for example, very recently we did a open day, and then they obviously signed me to the English department, and like all the new students that work or the students that are doing the exam, they were coming and they saw how much I've achieved in my books, and they were all very inspired, and also my classmates are very inspired. Like over most of my classmates want to be authors, like they did before, but now even more want to be, and they know, like I know, like two of my friends now are starting to write books because they know they can do it, and they're both older than me by a couple months, but still they're older than me, and seeing that is really not just inspired them, but it's also inspiring me to keep going because I'm inspiring people.
That's great. That's exactly what I'm doing this podcast, to inspire young people. And I feel like you're already a young person. You're already there, already inspiring a lot of people. Have you been invited to publicly speak about what you're doing? Have you done that already?
Yes, I've done that a couple of times, especially last year. I did a lot of library events in these different halls, and it was really nice. Also, obviously, in my book launch, I got to speak, and especially last year, Black History Month, October, there was a lot. Like every Saturday, there was a new one. Like every other Saturday, there was usually a new one, and the like every other Saturday, obviously I would get a break, but it's still lots and lots where I got to speak. And I remember this one especially, there was a room. It was not filled of young people, but it was filled of like adults, and I got to do like a sort of a lecture because I was set in I think it was a college, university, and then they had a lecture room, and I got to go in there and speak about my book, and that was really fun. And I saw that I'm not just inspiring young people; I'm also inspiring like adults and people who are old, but way older than me, and that was really nice.
That's fantastic. I'm going to tell you that you're inspiring me. I love reading. I love lots. Ever since I was young, I used to love us to read. I'm still reading now. And people are like, oh, but you should write a book. But the thing is, I feel like it's excuses on my part because it's a hard process. It's not just writing down ideas. You have to create the characters, the setting, the plot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, so what keeps you motivated to carry on writing?
Um. Uh. So first off, supporting charities, it encouraged me a lot because I'm not just and also doing like these different projects. It's not just, it's like I'm giving out to people, but it's also really helping them. And I like how, like, I remember my 10th birthday, the Wednesday, on the Wednesday before, I got to go to the Wednesday Club, one of the charities I spoke as so support, and then I saw how much people, what's the word, like, they were um like all the people in need, they were, how they like the words that they benefited, yeah, they benefited from what I gave, and I really enjoyed like the smiles, and also encouraging people to read, especially young people. It's really nice for me, and I enjoy seeing when people are inspired by me.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, right? So what's next? Do you think your books one day, I don't know, be made into films, animations? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, a lot of times, especially when I was younger, like even if when I wasn't like before I even did my books, I was like thinking, oh, what if one of my books could turn into like a movie, or like a adventure movie, or an animation, like, one of those series,
Yes?
or like series. And I'm always thinking about that, and especially with like my new book, and the Lost Key. I feel like there's lots of new opportunities for me that might open up to make my own animation. Um, which I'm if I ever get to do it, I'll be really excited to. And I always have different ideas, and like especially when I'm just sitting down and relaxing, and usually I get like little thoughts and ideas that just pop into my head, and then I have to write it down before I forget it. And it's really nice because I just get to imagine what my book could be turned into.
Yes, I mean, I'm excited. I feel like there's more stories you're gonna bring. I mean, I was talking to my partner yesterday because he's from Ghana. My husband is from Ghana, and I said to him, I said, but could you ever imagine? We've seen. I don't know if you've seen this Walt Disney series set in Nigeria. I don't know what it's called. I'm so sorry, I forgot. But in Walt Disney, Disney Plus, they have a series based in Nigeria, animation. And I was talking to my husband. I said, but wouldn't it be great to have that, but in Ghana? And my husband was like, yeah. I said, oh, how about that little writer of yours? I mean, it was talking about you, Sarah. I said, you think she would like to open up to Disney Plus and have one of her books made into? I said, that's a good idea. I'm going to ask her. Would you like to, I don't know, contact Disney, or what would you do if they contact?
Like, I know Disney personally is one of my favorite platforms to watch. Like, especially when I was younger, even if I wasn't on Disney, like, I would love the Disney princesses. Like, even to this day, one of my two favorites is still Moana and Tiana.
Nice.
Those were the two Disney princesses that I absolutely I love because like especially Tiana and Moana because they always pushed and in the end they were able to achieve their goals, and that's what always inspired me. And also like also Alicia Dixon with her books, I also really enjoy them. So like I always still have that key factor of Disney within me, and I really and like and even with that, even if they didn't really say it, I would always say, "Oh, if you believe, you can achieve." And I really enjoyed that about Disney. So if I ever got an opportunity to work with Disney and make, for example, an animation on Ant-Man and the Lost Key, maybe adventures around the world, I don't know. Um, if I had like a small little opportunity, I would, even if it didn't turn out the way I wanted it, I would still be really happy.
Oh, listen, I think you have a really bright future ahead of you. Honestly, I feel like there's so much. What you're creating is the tip of the iceberg. I feel like there's so much more that you're gonna be doing. We're gonna be seeing you on TV. We're gonna be seeing your books on TV. Listen, young lady, you have a lovely, bright future ahead. And I like the fact that your parents support you so much every step of the way, the launching of your book to the library. That's fantastic because I feel like we look at you, it's like, yeah, you're on your own, but you're actually not on your own. You have a lovely team around you. And also your publisher, I forgot her name. I've seen her, follow her. But that's amazing. I really love the thing that she makes you do. What's her name? Let's give her a shout out.
Danny, my publisher, and
For what you're doing, Danny. And also, I've got two more questions for you. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I work in a secondary school. Do you think there's any way we can have like a poster with your book so that I can encourage young people where I work in a secondary school to purchase and to read your books? Any way we can make that happen?
yeah, that'd be very nice.
Oh, thank you. So what do I need to do? Do I need to ask you and then I pay you for that? I mean, please let me know because I really want one.
You can contact
Fantastic.
my parents. You can contact my parents, and they could maybe they can work something out.
That would be fantastic. I've been seeing you sitting there with that. I would love to have that. Oh, yeah, she joined. Hi there. Conscious Dream Publishing. We give you a shout out for what you're doing. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Please, please, please keep up the great work. I'm going to buy those books. And right now I'm organizing how to get, this poster for my school because where I work, they love to read. And if I say, look, I've got 11-year-olds that's already published 4 books, I am definitely gonna get even more people your way. All right. So my final question, also, by the way, thank you so much for your time, and because I know this is his holidays, and make that.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. So my last question: what would you say to inspire young people? What would be your main advice to inspire young?
Like I said before, if you believe it, you can achieve it.
That's true. Simple. If you believe it, achieve it. That's a fantastic advice. And I hope one day to meet you in person. That would be my dream, to meet somebody like you. Okay? So I'm going to talk to your parents. We're going to make some arrangement. And thank you so much again. Have a lovely afternoon, Sarah.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.